All right, Bo, back over to you. And Bo, you're muted.
Perfect. Excellent, guys. So I don't know about you, but when I went into Facebook with a purpose like that, it was a lot easier for me to, since I had an idea of what I wanted to do, I had quote unquote scripts, things to that effect. What did you guys experience when you were going into Facebook and commenting on people's reactions or comments, or going in and writing on someone's post?
You know, Bo, I found it was a whole lot easier myself just to have a purpose, and I got through so many more. It also made me go back and see what a lack of Facebook posting I do, and I think it's going to be easier to make those posts, and you know, to have this form to follow through with. You know, you just got to get brave.
Yeah, you got to get brave and become disattached or detached with the outcome, and understand that, hey, there's nothing that's rude or, you know, aggressive about what you're putting on there. It's just a straightforward question. The other thing is hey, you put that script down, you copy it, and I put a little personal thing on the front if I know the people, and maybe just a thank you on the end or whatever. But I mean, you can copy this off and hit, I mean, in that we had about 17 minutes or something. Probably should have been able to do a dozen pretty easily, depending on if you had posts with people that made comments to them. Now, if you're writing comments and having to figure it out on each one of someone else's posts, it'll be a little bit less, to say the least. Anybody else?
Yes, Sharona, I did actually had somebody answer me, and I didn't know who she is. She liked a post of me and my grandsons. And at the end, she said she's an ASEA groupie, and I wasn't sure what it meant. So I just asked her what experience has she had with the product. So I'm waiting for her to answer. But it was so much easier knowing what to write, the script ready, paste and cut, and just send it. So I love it. Thank you.
Yeah, well, you were on that training, so make sure you're taking notes and putting them into action. Who else?
I'm waiting. Yes, I'm waiting to get the recording. They said it will be ready next week.
Oh, yeah, it should be.
Yeah.
Had a ton of nuggets, to say the least. 2 days of multiple positive stuff.
Did they give you this? Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Never mind.
Anybody else?
I have a question. So are you using that script regardless of the post, even if it's not anything about health and wellness or slightly geared towards ASEA, even if it's just a...
You know, I didn't have the post that I did most of them on was, I don't know if you guys saw it, the recording about being stuck sucks. It was like a little 1 minute recording I did. And so that's what I responded to. And most of my stuff, or the other one I did was I did the NutriFacts to an entrepreneur. And so people were saying how they like that and all that. So it's really easy to say, hey, were you just being supportive, or would you like to learn about what I do? So I can understand if it's just a picture of your cat or dog, kind of hard to respond with that, right?
Yeah.
Has to make sense. Anybody else have any?
I answered a post of an associate of ASEA that posted himself drinking a glass of wine, a beer, all kinds of alcohol, and at the end, the bottle of ASEA. So I just commented, it's nice to know that we have this blue bottle to keep us healthy and clear-minded, even if we take too much of these other stuff.
Yeah, that's good. You're getting more into the conversation. Of course, this is all about kind of prospecting, so you're not going to do it with ASEA people, but you got to get started somewhere, right? So awesome.
That's it, because I say other people will see this.
Yeah,
maybe they'll ask questions.
True. Anyone else? I'm looking to Kathleen Cavender for a little response here. No, she hasn't even given us a shot of her pretty face this morning.
Well, you know, Mark and I are getting married here at the house in 46 days.
Oh,
and
gosh,
I
Congrats.
know, finally, right? We met at our first ASEA conference convention in 2015. And we've changed our wedding date 7 times. I mean, you guys have seen, you've seen the journey, but so he's out laying sod on the gardens where we're going to actually have the ceremony. And I'm painting the conservatory that people are going to have to walk through. So I'm just covered in paint. So that's why I don't have my camera on. But Bo, I just love you so much. And I want to tell you what I loved about this training, because I wasn't there. And I'm a big fan of those people, but asking that question is, so what do you know about, because I'm always doing the anti-aging thing. So what do you know about anti-aging? That's brilliant. I mean, that just enters into a whole different realm of conversation. And I'm excited to use that. I really am. I'm just actually trying to find a post, because lately I've been posting stuff about the wedding. I want to find something that's going to really kind of lead into that kind of a conversation. So excellent training. Thank you so much.
Perfect. Glad you found it useful.
I'd pay money to see you covered in paint, Kat. Congratulations, by the way.
Me too.
Anyone else? We're coming to the bottom of the hour. Anybody have positive results from that, Bonita?
Yeah, I've been doing this for a while, Bo. I've been on some of these trainings with Paula, with Fraser Brooks. And so I have way too many groups and pages and things that I manage, and then others that I'm a part of it. But I really have gained, I would say probably over 300 new friends from doing this, posting something and then liking, and when people like and love, and not even so much like and love, when they write a comment, if somebody writes a paragraph, boy, I'm going to be in their messenger and chatting with them and saying, thank you so much for your comment. I love this group. And then they'll come back and say, I love this group too. And then pretty soon you're in a conversation. And then I always let it go for 2 or 3 lines. And then I say, you know what, I got to get back to work. I work from home, but I'd love to stay in touch. If you would too, send me a friend request. They always send me a friend request. And then I feel like I've got miles and miles of time to deal with them and recruit them. And it's really, really helped. But I really loved, some of the things that you talked about. I didn't ever think of asking them, were you being supportive, or would you like to know more about what I do? That I love that line. So I'm going to start using that.
I mean, it seems like when someone likes it or loves it or something like that, we're supposed to go, okay, they liked it or love it. That's nice. So they liked it. But if you can go back with it and then end with a question so that you get more engaged in a conversation. So.
Hey, and
absolutely.
Bo, Tammy Gates posted something, I think it was yesterday, and it's about how to create shortcuts on your phone. So if you search Facebook for Tammy Gates, you go to her posts and you look at, there's a picture of an iPhone with a red circle around. Go to General, then go to Keyboard, then go to Shortcuts, and then the plus sign where you add. So Sharona, when you were saying, I just cut and paste, it sounds like you have a system that's working. But let's just say you're going to use this. So were you just being supportive, or were you interested in learning more about what I do? Instead of having to type that 1,000 times, you could say, in IWD. So interested in what I do. Maybe IWD is your little code. And as soon as you write IWD, the computer, whether you're working on your computer or whether you're working on your phone, fills in the whole thing. So you might want to look at that. So go to Tammy Gates post and then look for the computer screens, 4 computer screens with a red circle around the directions, and it's for an iPhone. So if you have an Android, this might be a little bit different, but that's really a quick way to just, when Bo said you might be able to have done a dozen in the 18 minutes, that's pretty quick turnaround. So you want to have a little system where you're not spending your whole life typing.
Yeah, so unless somebody else has another comment, then I think we will let you all go today, and we will see you tomorrow on the Power Half Hour. Anybody got anything else?
Nope,
Nope.
other than this was great. Just more social media nuggets.
Fantastic.
Thank you very much, Bo.
Nancy is our trainer tomorrow. So we'll see you guys
Thank you.
tomorrow.
All right.
Yeah, that's
Thank
awesome.
you.
Yeah,
Thank
when you,
you.
when
Have a
you
great
don't know
day, you
what
guys.
when you don't know what you don't know, it's hard to do something, isn't it?
That's right.
And I would
Mhm.
encourage you to invite your teams onto our Power Half Hour. Invite them
Yes.
to join us.
Yes,
All right.
yes.
Oh.
See you.
Thank you.
Take care.